gamla, du fria, du fjällhöga nord, du tysta.
What has become of my country? The Swedish courts have just legalized child marriage and incest. Yes, you heard it correct. Child marriage and incest is now legal in Sweden. Let me give you the full story of what has happened in what could potentially become a precedent-setting case for the future. 21-year-old Emin, or Imai, however you pronounce that, I'll call him Emin, from Syria, married his 12-year-old cousin Aisha back in Syria before they moved to Sweden as refugees. After they came to Sweden, Aisha fell pregnant. In other words, she became pregnant while in Sweden. This means that the child rape has happened on Swedish soil. Aisha is now 14 and she is 7 months pregnant. The Swedish social services, for once, did something right and decided to separate this child from her so-called husband. Now I will add that I don't have much left over for the Swedish social services. For example, they take kids from parents who are homeschooling, because homeschooling is illegal in Sweden. Anyway, they decided to separate the child from her so-called husband, which of course is the right thing to do. They set up a meeting with Emin and Aisha to inform them that the child marriage is illegal in Sweden and that they would separate them. The meeting took place at the offices of the local municipality, and uproar ensued when Emin was informed that he would be separated from his 14-year-old bride. He became threatening and called his relatives. Several aggressive Middle Easterners showed up, and the personnel in the building were threatened with their lives. The police was called and the 21-year-old Emin was arrested. The municipality office was evacuated and new security features are to be installed, like unopenable windows at the reception. 14-year-old Aisha was subsequently separated by the social services, and the case was to go to court to decide whether she could stay with her so-called husband. The relatives complain about her being separated. Emin's mum said that Aisha, quote, lives like in a prison now, unquote, after she was separated by the social services. Separately, 21-year-old Emin was reported for rape, but the rape case was dropped because they say it could not be proven that the girl was 14. Give me a break. I mean, But this was not enough for Sweden. No. Sweden had to exceed even this insanity. Of course, the Swedish court had to rule that the 21-year-old Emin can remain together with 14-year-old, 7 months pregnant Aisha. They have just ruled that child marriage is legal in Sweden, and also that incest is legal in Sweden as well, because she is his cousin. The court's argument is that the girl is, quote, by Swedish standards measured is precocious, unquote. And they go on that she, quote, is firmly anchored in her religion and in the culture that she has grown up in, unquote. Are these people for real? So just because she is mature for her age by Swedish standards, they say, and because of their culture and religion, Sweden should just accept pedophilia and child marriage? Is that assimilation? Is that what multiculturalism is? To let people from the third world, with third world cultures, come and impose them upon Western civilization and force the West to become the third world? Is that what they want? Because that is exactly what this is. And the social services have decided to not appeal the decision, but to instead work with them. This should not be acceptable under any circumstance. Parents who homeschool their children in Sweden get them taken away from them by force and put into foster care. In the case with Dominic Johansson, who was homeschooled for a few weeks, police with machine guns removed him from his parents by force and is now been in foster care since 2009. Meanwhile, a 21-year grown man being married to his 14-year-old pregnant cousin is completely fine. Yes, that is Sweden for you. Sweden, yes! Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you like this video, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Oh, and make sure to press the bell as well so you don't miss any notifications.